Water is the basic element of nature. It covers 70% of the Earth's surface. It provides life, eases out heat, drains harmful substances, and many other important jobs. Water needs to be replenished, purified, and circulated again and again so that it can perform its functions. Nature does this job through a process called the water cycle. The water cycle is a phenomenon where water moves through the three states of matter: solid, liquid, and gas. Let's take a look at the 7 steps of the water cycle. The water cycle starts with evaporation. It is a process where liquid water at the surface absorbs heat energy from the sun and turns into a gas that we call water vapor. Water bodies like the ocean, seas, lakes, and rivers are the main source of evaporation. Through evaporation, water moves from bodies on the Earth's surface, the hydrosphere, into the air, the atmosphere. As water evaporates into water vapor, it rises up in the atmosphere. Water vapor in the air gets cold and changes back into liquid, forming clouds. This is called condensation. You can see this at home. Pour a glass of cold water on a hot day and watch what happens. Water forms on the outside of the glass. That water didn't come from the glass, it came from the air. Water vapor in the warm air turned back into liquid when it touched the cold glass. Apart from evaporation, sublimation also contributes to water vapors in the air. Sublimation is a process where ice directly converts into water vapors without converting into liquid water. This phenomenon accelerates when temperature is low or pressure is high. The main sources of water from sublimation are the ice sheets of the North and South Poles and the ice caps on mountains. Sublimation is a much slower process than evaporation. The vapor that comes off a block of dry ice is an example of sublimation. After so much water vapor condenses into clouds, and the air cannot hold it anymore, water falls back to Earth as rain, hail, sleet, or snow. This is known as precipitation. The water vapor has lost its heat energy in the lower temperatures of the atmosphere and turned back into a liquid, rain, that falls to Earth. In very low temperatures, the water may fall as sleet, snow, or ice, which is known as hail. As water precipitates, some of it is absorbed by soil. This water enters into the process of transpiration. Transpiration is a process similar to evaporation, where liquid water is turned into water vapor by plants. Roots of plants absorb water and push it toward the leaves, where it is used for photosynthesis. The extra water is moved out of the leaves as water vapor through tiny openings called stomata. As water falls as precipitation, it leads to runoff. Runoff is the process where water runs over the surface of the Earth. When snow melts into water, it also leads to runoff. As water runs over the ground, it displaces the topsoil and moves the minerals along with the stream. This runoff combines to form channels and then rivers, which flow into lakes, seas, and oceans. Some of the water that precipitates does not run off into rivers and is not absorbed by plants to be evaporated. It moves deep into the soil. This is called infiltration. The water seeps down and increases the level of the groundwater table. This is pure water and is drinkable. Soaked deep into the soil, this water will move slowly through the ground until eventually reaching a river or ocean. The water cycle has many effects. It regulates temperature of the surroundings. It changes weather and creates rain. It helps in conversion of rocks to soil. It also creates many geographical features present on Earth, like the ice caps of mountains, icebergs, rivers, valleys, lakes, and more. It is very important to learn and understand the process of the water cycle. Thanks for watching.